Elwyn, happy to have you here. State champ in the building. Shout out to Frederick Cadets. I was in the building when y'all won that championship game, and like it was just electric on y'all side. Like I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. That first quarter, I was like, all right, come on, y'all. We need it. But y'all found a way to put it out in a very convincing way. How you
Yes,
feeling
ma'am.
after winning that?
Great. It's been something we wanted ever since last year. Last year, we were undefeated till the state semifinal game, and then we ended up losing to Damascus by 3. So just that whole summer, putting in the work to get back to where we get back to that opportunity, and then state semifinals, we played Wise at Wise, and that was a really tough game because you playing basically a road game in the state semifinal. So that was a really good atmosphere and a really tough game. Then we finished that game. And then we got to the state championship. We started a little slow, but that was kind of a trend for us. If you were following us throughout the playoffs, like I think our regional championship game, we were losing by like 18 points in the second quarter. When we played Meade, we started down 10-0. We started slow, but we always found a way to, fight back, and we ended up getting the win the state championship.
So I wish I would have known that watching the state championship that y'all had come back from 18 down to because I was over there like, man, they gotta win this game. Like they gotta win this game. But y'all know how to play from behind, y'all know how to play from ahead. So that makes a difference. I want to
Right.
talk about like losing last year in that semifinal game. I oftentimes see like a lot of athletes, especially after the Super Bowl, especially after losing the Super Bowl, they sit there and watch the other team celebrate. They watch the confetti fall because they're like, I never want to forget this moment because I never want to feel like this again. So, did you have a moment last year after losing that you were just like, I'm going to use this as motivation because I never want to feel like this again?
Yeah, almost like immediately after. I didn't have like a, watch the confetti moment, but just knowing like how much work we put in, we felt like we should have had the opportunity to go to the state championship. And then just for those seniors, like it was a lot of it was more so for them than even us. Like those were my guys. And then just, seeing them cry and then myself cry in the locker room after the game, it was just like we had to get back for them. So
Yeah, I saw all y'all captions, get back. Like
yeah.
everybody was saying that. So I'm just like, uh-huh, I see it. So like what did y'all say going into this season that was just like we have no other option to win it all? What was the mindset all year?
Coach Hill would just constantly preach to us about the state championship. That's all we talked about. Summer workouts was the ultimate goal, and just like being together. Because we added JJ this year, and obviously JJ is a great player. JJ came from O'Connell, so the biggest thing this year was like being able to mix together because we already had what we had last year, and then adding JJ onto that. And at the beginning of the season, I would say it was kind of tough. We had guys being selfish, even myself. Offensively, everybody just trying to get their shot, score. But as we went along, like we really built that sense of like family and brotherhood and being able to play for one another.
I think that's so important to be able to realize something earlier in the season and correct it because sometimes you don't correct it and the little things build up and you don't reach that point. So shout out to
Right.
the coaching and y'all for like course correcting just in time to win it
Yeah.
all. Perfect. Cool. So you are on the first championship team since 82 at your
Yeah.
school? It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. How has the community, the fans embraced y'all?
They love us. We had a whole parade that night. I didn't get home till like 1 a.m. that night after we won. But it's always been love from our city. Our student section, even when we went to Wise or UMD, or last year when we played Damascus, like we had like 3 fan buses. Everybody just comes out and support us, and I really feel like we feed off of that, having that big crowd and knowing that we got the city on our back, basically.
Yeah. Shout out to the fans because I was telling Coach Dorsey, like, I've been wanting to come out to one of y'all games, but I live really far. It's a lot of stuff going on. But, anyways, every time y'all post tickets about the game, they sell out in like hours. And I'm like, this is a high school game selling out like a Beyonce concert. Like, this is really different. So, shout out to the fans and the students for supporting y'all. So I want to kind of talk about your whole career. Like you're a senior on your way out, heading to Shepherd University, but looking back on your high school career, give me the title of your high school career.
Um, I know this probably sound cliche, but like the get back, like actually,
The Get Back. That's
yeah,
a thing at this point. Y'all need that on t-shirt. The Get Back.
yeah.
Okay, so
But so I actually didn't start at Frederick High. I went to a prep school. I went to Springdale Prep from 8th grade to 10th grade, and then I had a really good freshman year, even though it was COVID. But I had a really good freshman year. I started on varsity, and then sophomore year we had some troubles like as a team. Like we almost didn't even have a season midway through because like 3 or 4 of our guys transferred. So that year was really tough, like mentally, just because everything going on. And on top of that, like it was a boarding school, so I stayed there during the week. And my baby sister had just been born, so like not having her, not being there for her, it really took a toll on me. Like, cause I would come home on the weekends. I come home on the weekends, she act like she doesn't know who I am.
oh,
So yeah, that really took a toll on me. So when I had spring break that year, just being home for that 2 weeks, it really like gave me a sense of clarity and like I need to come back. And then Frederick High was kind of like the perfect situation because Coach Hill was my first AAU coach. So
okay.
I've known him since I was like 10 years old probably. And then all the guys we've been playing AAU together forever. So it was kind of like easy transition. The guys they welcomed me were really loving. And then, like I said, junior year, we went undefeated. I had a really good season. I ended up winning Frederick County Player of the Year, and I got second team All State last year. But then just losing to Damascus, that was really tough. So then we put a lot of work in the off season, just really trying to get stronger. That was our biggest thing, being tougher physically and mentally, because like we had like conference or like a meeting after we lost, and our biggest thing was rebounding. That's why Damascus beat us. Just them being able to get to the offensive glass, and we only had like 1 or 2 guys that were really rebounding for us. So just being able to rebound as a team, that was a big thing for us. Something we were still preaching in the summer leading up to this season. And then this season was really different for multiple reasons. Like I said, adding JJ, we already had our core, and then adding JJ, so that was a change. And then we lost early. We lost our second game of the season to Jefferson, which is a school in West Virginia, by like 3 in overtime. So everybody, made that this huge thing when we lost. And then we also went on a stretch where we lost 3 games in a row. We lost to St. John's in DC, and then we lost to Urbana High School, and then we lost to Goretti.
Pause. The fact that you remember lets me know that you are locked in. Like you remember when it happened, who
Yeah.
y'all played, what jersey y'all had on. Like you are locked in. Okay, I just had to point it out, but go ahead.
Yeah, that was really tough, and that was really the point in our season. Like that was the biggest point in our season because it could have went either way. We could have either broke down, and then everything could have just went bad, or what we did, we stayed together, we pushed through, and then we didn't lose another game after that. So
Wow.
ended up winning the state championship. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And earlier you mentioned that y'all had to let go of the selfishness. How did you kind of let that go when you realized that it was hurting the team?
um really, being a senior, you want to, play your game. But just realizing that it was bigger than me and just being selfless, like I realized, like, dog, I already got all the accolades. Like, I won Player of the Year, I got first team All State, like, and I already had my offer to Shepherd. So, really, just realizing just trying to keep the main thing. And as a senior leader on the team, I was trying to be the first one to, sacrifice. And then once they saw me sacrifice, everybody started to fall in line.
That's awesome. That's good leadership there. Leading by example, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, you mentioned going to Shepherd. What was it about it that Shepherd that felt like the perfect situation for you to go ahead and commit?
Shepherd, they were really like the first school to reach out to me and be in contact with me. I remember when I first started playing in the summer with Coach Hill, like transitioning back, we had this team camp at Shepherd, and that was when I first like got to meet Coach Namlick. And Coach Hill has known Coach Namlick forever, so you know that, and he's similar to Coach Hill in the sense that he's laid back, and then he also lets his guys play. Like I went to games this year, just watching the guards play. He lets them play. So I thought, I thought it was a great situation. It's not too far from home, and it's it's a chill school. I'm not really a party type of guy anyway, and it's chill school, so I just thought it was great.
Yeah. Are you nervous about leaving home? Well, you went to a boarding school, so you have a different perspective, but like how you feeling about like about to go off to college?
Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of nervous, just like I'm not really gonna be a kid anymore. You're taking that next step in life. But like I don't think I'm gonna be homesick or anything because of, like you said, like I already had that experience. Like I was at a boarding school in 8th grade. So I already got that experience.
Yeah. When you were in boarding school, did you like call home every day? Did you wish you were home all the time? What was that like?
At first, yeah, definitely. Definitely at first. And then also like when I was in 8th grade, like we played with the high school kids. So, just playing against older kids, they're beating up on us. So it's tough. All I'm worried about is basketball and I'm going to practice. I'm getting beat up more. So yeah, it's tough. It was definitely tough, but having that bond though with those guys, like being in the boarding school, like we're going to the same house basically. We're all going to the same house. And the guys that I went to boarding school with 3 years ago, those are still my guys to this day. Like I actually just got to play in the All-Star game with one of them on Sunday, Langston Bailey, and he's like my guy. So that was like a surreal moment. I was really happy to get to play on the same team as him again.
Okay, tell me about the All-Star game because I was looking at Coach Dorsey's story. I'm like, Frederick got another game? Like, what are they doing out here? So that was an All-Star game?
Yeah, it's round ball classic. It was at Goretti, and so Saturday we had Frederick County versus Washington County, and we won by like 55.
Sheesh.
And then it was 130 to 85, I think.
Oh, wow.
45. Yeah, 45.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Sunday it was
remember scores, everything. It's just burned into your brain.
Sunday was like it was we had kids from all out, like we had kids from Glen Park on our team. It was me and David played this other kid from Walkersville, his name's Kenyon, that's out here. We had a kid from Carroll on our team, 2 kids from Flint Hill, so it was kind of all over the place. But that was a really fun game too. That was a closer game though. We only won by like I want to say 6 or 8, but we were winning by like 20.
Yeah.
And they came back, but it is what it is. We won. So.
Still won, right? So that was officially your last high school game?
Nah, I got one more All-Star game actually. I'm about to play in the I think it's called the Capital Classic.
You just got All-Star games just on at this point. Wow. Okay. So was there ever a point in your high school career where you felt like you were behind the curve? Because sometimes I talk to athletes and some of them have always been like that guy. But then when I talk to other athletes, they're like, no, I wasn't ranked, I wasn't recruited, and I really had to do X, Y, and Z to get where I am. So like, were you always that guy? Do you consider yourself that guy? Or do you feel like you really had to like put in work to get where you are?
Nah, I've always been good. Like I've always been talented, but definitely I would say I've been overlooked. Like I didn't get my first scholarship offer until this fall, actually. So definitely I think I've been overlooked, but I also believe like what's gonna be for me is gonna be for me regardless of what anybody else thinks. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So what has been your workout regimen outside of your normal practices? Like I know some folks have trainers and they do this in the summer and AAU. What has like off seasons and personal workout look like for you?
Well, before this summer, I work out every day. Try to lift 3 times a week, and then get in the gym every single day. I've trained with a bunch of different guys. Coach Dorsey, he was my trainer for a while, and also my guy, his name's Andrew Robinson. He's like my best friend. He's like 22, but he would train me these past 2 summers. Actually, everything was really with him. So yeah,
Mhm.
but this summer, I mean, we just finished our season last week. I didn't really do anything, if I'm being honest with you. I just
Good. Take time.
But today, I went and worked out today though with my at my AAU gym with one of the guys who trains there, and it was actually pretty tough getting
Yeah.
back in it. But
After a week, it's like, man,
yeah,
it feels like forever. Yeah.
yeah.
What would you say is your favorite part of your own game?
Um, Probably like defensively, like when I'm like I'm turned. Like
Okay.
when I'm in it, I'm yelling, I'm clapping in people's faces. That's like it sets the tone for everybody, I would say.
Yeah. I definitely saw that switch happen because, like I said, that first quarter, I'm like, come on, y'all. But then
Yeah,
it on, a few of y'all turned it on. I'm like, there we go. Like
yeah.
this is what we need to see. Okay. What would you say is a point of your game where you want to grow a little bit more?
Um, I would say shooting the three, just like consistency with my shot. I feel like towards the end of this season, I I probably didn't make a three the entire playoff run into the state championship. But just staying consistent with my shot and just being confident in my shot. Like this summer in the fall, I was letting it go like I was Yvonne out there. But um I would say I wasn't getting as many shots up this season, like during the season this season. And that definitely like it showed in my game, like not shooting the three as much, just getting to my mid range, but definitely just staying consistent with my 3-point shot.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you know what you want to grow on. You know what you need to do to get it right. So that's
Yeah.
good. Cool. So, kind of shifting gears to more so like childhood. What was your first introduction to the game of basketball?
Um, First grade, I had literally just moved to Maryland because I was in a military family and I lived in Colorado. I literally just moved to Maryland and I was a football guy. And then
Really?
yeah, I played football until like 7th grade. And
Okay.
then I went to my prep school that didn't have football. So
Got it. So you had no choice but to
yeah,
all in on basketball.
yeah. But first grade out on the park at recess, the kid's name is Shalom. And I still talk to him to this day, but he's
You
like,
remember everything.
yeah, he was just like, yo, let's go play basketball. And then he like introduced it to me, and then the rest is history, I guess.
Wow. Okay, wait. Pause on basketball. Let's go to football. What position were you out there playing?
The last year I played wide receiver, but I grew up, I was running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you feel about football compared to basketball? Did you have equal love for both or one slightly over the other?
Um, Probably until 6th grade, it was football. But once I got to 6th grade, they put me on the 7th grade team. But then like that's when they put me wide receiver, and then they wasn't passing the ball. So I was like, why ain't y'all let me stay play running back?
Right.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah.
football left and basketball it
Yep.
went. Okay, cool. What is your favorite basketball memory or a few of your favorites from over the years?
Definitely state championship. Definitely number one. Number two, probably when probably we were in 7th grade, I think. And Coach Hill was our coach. We went to nationals and we won nationals. And it was I think 4 or 5 of the guys on our team now were on that AAU team. So probably just those 2 moments. And then I won like my middle school championship in 6th grade.
So you just winning at all different levels.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice, nice. Okay. What is your favorite thing to eat before a game?
Before the game, probably just like an orange.
An orange?
Yeah, I don't like to eat a whole lot if I'm being honest.
Okay. I just think back to when I was like a little cheerleader, the parents used to have the orange slices and stuff in the bag. So that's what I just thought about. So is that your top tier fruit?
Yeah.
Orange? Okay. All right. What is your favorite thing to listen to before the game?
It changed a lot throughout the season, but was Meek Mill probably either Meek Mill or some DMV music.
Is it Dreams and Nightmares?
Dreams is not like when I'm by myself. Nah,
Okay.
when I'm by myself, like the Wins and Losses album. That's what I listen to.
Okay. So I
Like
don't know the album. But everybody be like Dreams and Nightmares is the song they have to listen to
it,
before the game.
Dreams and Nightmares is that song, but that's like when we with the team.
Okay, got it. So what type of music do you like overall outside of basketball?
I listen to a lot of different music. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
In the mornings, I probably listen to some Drake.
Okay.
Then if I'm with the guys, listen to Ghana, Lil Baby, or some DMV music. Just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay, got you. What do you watch on TV in your free time?
I don't really watch TV.
Everybody say that when I ask this question.
Yeah.
What do people do in the free time if they're not watching TV and not in the gym? How do you spend your free time?
I be watching YouTube. I be watching like basketball videos on YouTube.
Okay,
Or,
what
yeah,
non-basketball
like um I mean I also I read my Bible.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I read my Bible and before the games, I always read my Bible and I meditate for like 10 minutes before every game.
I love that.
Yeah.
When did you become like someone who meditates? Because I feel like that's that's something that a lot of athletes are incorporating now.
Last year, I think the first game I actually did it was when we played Goretti. And when we played Goretti, it was like this huge game because they was ranked number 8 in the state, I think, and we was ranked number 20.
There you go.
There's like I hit a game winner that game, and it went viral.
Okay.
So ever since, that was like, gotta do it.
Gotta meditate. Like it's necessary. Okay. Do you have a favorite Bible verse or passage that you hold on to?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I try to read something different every game.
Okay. Nice. And I see your hoodie on. Like, how would you say your faith just really motivates you throughout life?
I mean, to me, it's everything. I actually just got baptized yesterday.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's
But
a huge moment.
yeah. But it's everything, just knowing that like no matter what, no matter if I have a bad game or if I'm having a bad day, just knowing that Jesus loves me it's everything to me.
Yeah. Man, that just touched my heart. Like, that's amazing. Okay. Getting baptized is just such a moment. Is it something that you always wanted to do?
I mean, it's something I've been thinking about for a while now. I was baptized like when I was a baby, but
Yeah.
I felt like it should be like more of a conscious decision.
Mm-hmm.
To, like give my life over to Christ. And I go to this youth group, and at the youth group, one day they were talking about like they were gonna have this baptism night. And as soon as they started talking about it, I instantly felt called, like I need to sign up and do this. And I signed up and got it done.
I love that. Okay. That's awesome. So talk to me about your family. I know you mentioned you had a little sister. Do you have any other siblings?
Yeah, I have 3 siblings. I have 2 little sisters and I have an older brother.
Okay. So what sibling are you? Are you the one looking out for everyone? Are you the one who they come to with problems? Like what sibling are you?
I would say I'm the one looking out for everyone. And then not my youngest sister, but I have a sister who's she just turned 15. she comes to me about her problems. And then my oldest brother is 23, but he actually has autism. But yeah, I would say I'm looking out for everyone, making sure everybody's good.
Yeah, I love that. That leader in the family of the
Yeah,
sibling.
yeah.
Awesome. And I heard you mention your mom. Like you wanted to be around your mom. You want to be around your sister. Like talk about your mom and what she means to you.
I mean, like under God, she's that for me. Like
Yeah.
just because I've seen my mom go through so much, and that she still always finds a way to get it done, no matter what, no matter the circumstance, and she's my motivation. Like, just I want one day, just want to, whatever it is, whether it's basketball or it's something else, I just want to be able to help her and provide for her, so I don't have to see her struggle again.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So talk to me about goals. You kind of hit on it with wanting to be able to just be there for your mom. What are some of your goals off the court?
Off the court, so I want to play basketball until I can't play anymore, but I'm about to major in exercise science because
Okay,
I want to be a physical therapist.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had like any injuries or anything that sparked that? Because I know a lot of times people be like, that's why they want to become a PT.
No, actually, I've never
Good,
been injured, not
good,
going,
good.
but but like I find it interesting though. Like I took a class about it and just like learning about the anatomy. The biggest thing was like just staying around athletics, just because like that's what I've done my whole life, and that was just the biggest thing, trying to find something where I can stay around athletes, like hopefully basketball, but like stay around athletes. So that's why I said physical therapy.
Okay, nice. Now these next set of questions are just like not worth much. They're just like silly questions that I like to ask because I feel like sometimes it lets people know about the person. So, what's one food you cannot live without?
Probably like Chick-fil-A chicken nugget.
I just had that. I had that right before the interview. Okay, what sauce you dipping it in though?
Chick-fil-A sauce.
All right. My husband tried to get me on the Chick-fil-A sauce. I can't give up their barbecue sauce. I'm sorry.
What?
I cannot. I don't know.
You gotta get the Chick-fil-A sauce. You
Maybe
got,
one day. Maybe
you got.
one day. Everybody talk about the Chick-fil-A sauce. Okay, cool. How many unread messages do you have in your phone?
Probably like probably like 400. Probably.
Is it because of the state championship or you been had
Not
400?
been at 400.
Okay, why?
It's like bot messages.
Them random text.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So we'll say about 100 of the 400 of bots. What about the other 300?
Nah, it's bro, I'm telling you, it's bot. It's bot.
I'm not taking you have 400 bot messages in your phone.
I might be dragging. It might not be that much. But
Okay,
if I go check, it's going to like cut it off. So
okay.
but I be texting back. I'm not that type of guy. I be
You
texting
just,
back.
so it's mostly bots. Everybody else you text back.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just about to say, do you text back? Do you answer the phone?
Yes.
Okay, so do you prefer texting or talking?
I feel like this depends who you are.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
You like that. Okay. Do you send audio messages?
Nah.
Do you listen to audio messages?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is too long for an audio message?
It's over a minute. It's over a minute. Like you might as well just call me.
No, because when you send the audio message, it's like I can get my thoughts out and I can go about my business. I don't have to stop you and call you. Like it's a difference.
I guess, but like you ever click on the audio message and then you click off and then that
Yeah.
whole jump restart, like
Yeah, but now you can swipe this, let you know I send a lot of audio. You can swipe it now and
I
you can go
do
back.
that.
Yeah.
I know you do that.
What's the last movie you've seen?
The new Kung Fu Panda movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the last TV show you watched?
Not a TV show, but I was just watching the Giannis documentary like literally right before I got on this.
I'm gonna get you to talk about some non-basketball things.
Nah, I was just chilling with the guys, and that's what we put on.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that. I'll take that. What's your favorite cartoon?
Um, I don't really got a favorite. Like I watched.
Like throwback growing up, not necessarily right now.
It's not really a cartoon. It was anime, but Dragon Ball Z. Like that was my stuff when I was younger.
I always hear people talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't know much about anime, but when I hear Dragon Ball Z, like that's the one people talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Who is your favorite NBA player?
Um, Probably Colin Sexton.
Really? Okay. Wow. Like that is not someone I expected to hear off top. So I want to know why.
Cause like when I was younger, I used to watch his high school stuff all the time,
Mm,
and then like just going up. Cause for a while I didn't really have a favorite NBA player. I liked D'Angelo Russell for a while, but I don't really like him as much anymore.
why? What happened?
Cause like when he kept getting traded, I was just like,
Gotcha. Kind of
yeah.
hard to follow and stick. Okay.
And like, he's not really. I mean, he's nice, but he's not like when he was on the Nets. He was the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even Colin Sexton, he's not really the guy on his team, but I don't really have a favorite NBA player, so I just Colin Sexton.
Okay. Favorite NBA team?
I like the Bulls.
Why?
Because when I first started playing basketball, Derrick Rose was my favorite player.
Okay. Okay.
Everything I had was Derrick Rose. Like I had the jersey, I had these long behind socks. I pull up all the way to my knees. I had the Derrick Roses.
Okay.
Ever since.
Okay, this makes sense. I have some issues with the Bulls because I'm from Miami, Dwayne Wade fan, and I just feel like there's no reason we should have let him leave, especially go to Chicago. Like I just feel some type of way, but D Rose makes sense. He's definitely legendary. Okay. Are there any players that you model your game after or you try to implement aspects of their game?
Growing up, I watched Chris Paul a lot.
Nice.
Just like being that point guard. Like my old high school coach, like he would preach that to me. He's like old head.
Yeah.
He preached that to me. Just Chris Paul more than anybody else.
Who is the person you call when you get good news? The first person you call when you get good news.
Probably my mom.
Yeah. Okay. And who's the first person you call when you need to talk? Got something get off your chest?
Probably my sister.
Okay, got it. What is something you want to accomplish in your basketball career when it's all said and done? Like just top tier goal.
Probably just like leaving an impact like on my community. Like, and I feel like I've done that to some degree. Like the kids at my like you should hear them. Like they be on me, but like just the little kids, like being able to give back to like my community when I get older. I would say that's the biggest thing.
Okay, cool. And I always like to end on this question. Who is someone who has been instrumental in your success who you have not had the chance to tell? Who is the person and what is your message to them?
Probably my dad. My parents are divorced, so I don't see my dad as much. But like when like I said, I was in a military family and my dad had got deployed. Just when he came back from Korea, that was really when like my development started. Like he used to make me dribble like blocks with my left hand, make me do full speed layups both ways. Just he probably doesn't get enough credit. I do give a lot of credit to my mom, but he probably just didn't give enough credit. And him being the guy that like pushed me, like he's not a good job, Elwyne, all the time. He's the one telling me like when I need to fix something. So I would say my dad.
Nice. Shout out to the dads out there.
Yeah.
Out there. Cool. Well, thank you, Elwyne. This was a great interview. I hope you felt like comfortable and like good throughout it because that's what I want from this. But yeah, I'm excited for this to go out. It's a lot of people who are going to hear you in a different way.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.